guys, it's been a while. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Betty Yosin, and on here we talk about lifestyle and everything about everyone. So today, just as the title reads, it's going to be an interesting conversation with my girls. Yeah.
Hey cousins.
Yeah. So definitely,
Siblings.
definitely, you are reading the title right. Yes, some perception that some individuals have about single ladies. I mean, if you are single out there, you know that it's real. The hassle is real. You know how it is. How people tag you, the tag and all that, what people say, especially when you hit a certain age. So maybe when you're in your late 20s upwards and you are single, there's a whole lot of perception that some individuals have, especially men and even your family members. There are some that will conclude that because you are this way, that is why you are single. So today I have my girls here. They are going to do justice to the topic. Obviously, I'm going to take their opinion on what they think about it. But Afeni, please introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is, as you rightly said, I'm Akpene, but officially I go by Florence Opeku, and I have an events business called Floster Events Management.
Okay, I am Say. I do this and that. Say, that's my name.
Okay, do this and that. Interesting.
Yes, a lot. So I can't begin to mention all. So this and that.
In fact, one is this clothing. I'm wearing Slay
Live by say.
Yes, please. Slay by Say. This is from Slay by Say.
Yeah,
This
it's on
is from Slay by
Instagram
Say.
as well.
I
Slay
think
by
this stuff
Say.
is from Slay by Say. Where did you get this?
No, this one is not by Slay.
Okay. But these are my customers.
Okay.
Well, I can just run with you.
Yeah.
If you are single, right?
Yes. Very
And
single.
ready to mingle.
Ready to
Wahala.
mingle.
Wahala.
And you know, there are so many perceptions that comes with a woman at a certain age who is single.
Yeah.
Just run me through your experience. What are some of the things that you've experienced, some of the things that you've heard
Yeah.
when you tell people that, oh, I'm single? Maybe they will not say it to your face, but what are some of the things that you have heard?
Well, some of the things I've heard are like, really? Are you serious? This beautiful lady at your age?
Why are
and-
beautiful ladies immune to singleness?
Oh,
I think so, because I get that a lot too. Even yesterday.
you're this
Even yesterday.
beautiful lady and you're
Yes.
still single. Like, really? How old are you? The age comes in and a whole lot. So, okay, are you bossy? Why? Is it that you can take care of yourself? Or, well,
Miss Independent.
yes, or maybe the time that you should have availed yourself, you were picky. I mean, these are some of the things. You were picky, so all the men have, I mean, or do you have issues, trust issues? I mean, so many things I've heard. A lot. Yeah. These are just a few.
For
Sarah.
me, I think one thing I've had or one issue that has come up repeatedly is being asked if I can't submit to a man.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, I get that a lot. They're like, is it because you feel you are self-made and you don't need a man or you can't submit to a man, that's why you're single? I'm like, it could be. It depends on your definition of submission. Yes, I'm one person. I don't care what people say. That's it. I'm living my life. What makes me happy? That's it. That's on period. So usually I feel like it depends on your definition of submission. You know, these days submission is more like slavery. So they expect you to, yes sir, yes sir. I have opinion of my own. I have a mind of my own. So we can discuss things. You don't agree. I don't agree. We come to a compromise.
I
right?
mean, we all have to each
Yes.
meet each other halfway.
But it's not about you say this and I say yes sir. You say this, I say yes sir. So if you think I'm not submissive, that's okay. Yes, that's okay. So I think that's one issue that I have encountered severally.
And I mean, personally, I think that mostly when I tell people, maybe they ask me that, oh, do you have a friend that is dating? And I'm like, yeah, I have a friend that is dating. They say, how old is the person? I tell the person's age and said, oh, the person is single. Hey, at this age, then the person needs to work on it. So I'm like,
Yeah,
what do you
really?
mean by
That's
that?
another thing. Submissiveness and bad character.
Yeah,
They always say, oh, maybe you're a fine girl with bad character.
I'm like,
Yes.
hello,
Because
the person should work on herself. Ask him. You think the person has a bad character. But do you know that women with bad characters and they are married? Are you aware? I people that are you
I
aware?
usually say that I know a lot of ladies out there with bad character, especially when I was in school. Those ladies that we see as these are the shewanga, these are the bad girls. They rather get married. So
Maybe
I
they
ask myself,
changed. Maybe they changed that.
Maybe.
Maybe
no,
they changed.
even in the marriage, you could see that they still exhibit those kind of things. So the question is it that men actually like the share waga type?
I was coming to
people?
that. I think men
Yeah.
like they say they like this, but they go for the other.
Yeah.
Because in reality they can't handle what they want.
Yeah.
They can't handle an independent woman. They can't handle a woman who is doing well for herself. They feel intimidated, for lack of a better word. So they'll go for these bad girls who can submit to them the way they want.
So
and then they'll come out and they start
And
with
then
the good girls.
chasing the good girls.
Exactly. This reminds me. I can remember some family some time back used to say that you know, men these days they want very submissive women. They want women that could say yes sir, yes sir. And so when you are portraying yourself out there as though you have arrived, like everything seems well for you.
So
then
no,
the
I'm
men
coming.
will
Not
come your way.
not to budge into what you are saying, but so how do people want single women to portray like wretched, unhappy?
Exactly.
Yes, they are. No, that's what they think.
That's how you are to be portrayed. So
I've
that
had
man will
an
make you happy.
elderly woman ask me, "How can you be this happy when you are single?"
Hey,
Like, you're supposed to
you
be
don't
miserable.
mean- you don't mean it.
Seriously.
Yes,
And-
you're supposed to be miserable. You have to lay low. Don't dress. I've had someone tell
don't
me,
what I'm
you
coming
dress
to."
too good to be approached.
Hey,
And I'm like, you approach me to tell me I'm unapproachable. Are you serious?
So I can't remember one time there was this guy who wanted to, ask to tangle, and he came to me to examine me with a question. If I give you 10,000, that was a long time ago. So 10,000
Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis. What would you do with it? And later on, what I heard was that I was dressed so nicely that he complained that he cannot match me because I dressed too high. And Betty, trust me, what I was wearing, I bought it 2 Ghana cedis. Then
How did you know?
2007.
You know, mention the high. That's been our life.
yes.
I need to look good. I need to feel good. I don't need to be walking out there and feel
Less of
maybe
yourself.
exactly less of myself. So I need to, no matter how much I could afford to make myself look good, even if
But I mean, let me ask you this. Starting with you, say, has any of these perceptions actually get into your skin to the point that you are like, okay, let me change to what society consider as a norm
No,
for single
unfortunately
girls?
not. I am one. I think I have friends who this thing has gotten to, and they've like they want to be mellow. And then I had someone tell me before, come off your high horse and let this man marry you.
Hey,
It was a friend of hers, my friend. So she had this guy who she said was made. He has estate. He has this. He has this. He's rich. But the problem is, I like chilling. I'm all over the place. He likes a calm woman, someone who is a wife material. So I should come off
but
my
the person
high
has
horse
not approached you yet. So how
and let him
you
marry
confused
me.
that
This
you're
is
not
the
a wife
problem.
material?
He judged me from afar. You understand my point? But unfortunately, or fortunately, me, I don't let things get to me. Whatever you say, I will do what I like. That's the thing. So I don't let it get to me. But I know people who such things have gotten to,
Affected
and they
them.
had to change their lifestyle
They are dressing
in one way or the other just so they could attract good men or husband. Yeah.
And I mean, those friends, have they been able to?
Oh, we are all still single. We are single.
We are still in the boat.
We are still single. We are single together.
well,
I mean, okay.
Well,
have you ever have that thought? Maybe probably not change you totally, but have you ever had that thought that probably they might be right? So why don't I tweak a little about the way I do my things?
the fact is that I've had that thought, but I asked myself, is it possible? Can I live a life that I am not? And I realized that I can't, because they are looking for someone who dress like decent. And what is so indecent about what I'm already wearing? The problem with them is that akpene as I am, whatever I wear looks good on me, no matter how it is. So I asked myself, this thing that somebody bought 2 cedis, me too, I bought the same thing 2 cedis. How will I change this? How can I change myself? I can't. The fact is that I can't. So let me be me. And whoever comes and sees that this is akpene and knows akpene and understands akpene and is ready to roll, we roll. But to say that I want to attract a man, I want to attract a husband. So for that reason, I need to dress this way. For instance, I can't wear dresses that has a round neck because if I wear them like what she's wearing,
She'll keep doing
I'll
this.
keep doing it. Okay. And looking at me, I have a big breast.
Yeah.
So you realize that most things that I wear, no matter what, kakra, it will show.
Yeah.
So why? Because I want to attract a man, let me now go and wear something round, and then when I'm walking, I'm doing this and I'm suffering. No. So be me, be akpene. This is me. Okay.
And I think you know the problem with changing your ways so that you get a husband or a good man. That's where at the end of the day you hear in marriages she has changed. He has
Exactly.
changed. My wife has changed. She used to be like this.
Yeah.
This is the real person. Now she has got after campaign. What else? You have got you
After vote, no campaign.
No campaign. After vote, no campaign. If you've campaigned and you've won the election, you relax and be
What
who you
else?
are. What else? Yes. So you change your ways, you wear a gown, you do that, you don't do makeup, so that now you're in the marriage, you are going for wedding, you want to look good and do makeup. Meanwhile, your husband knows you don't do makeup.
makeup.
Then he'll be like, I like you without makeup. You'll be like, oh, this is a then you have to now explain yourself to him over and over again. And then my wife has changed. These are some of the problems.
Yeah, of course, I've had instances where people advise me to try to live certain way that I can attract a good man.
Ways like
I mean, the makeup is too much. Don't wear makeup. Don't wear lipstick. Meanwhile, many loves lipstick. If I don't do any makeup, no pons, no nothing,
not your lipstick.
only lipstick. That's what I
But
love.
no, but if I
But-
don't look good, how can I attract good men?
I
Like,
mean,
need
I
to
would
look
be
good.
myself to attract
I need to
my
look
kind.
good
Yeah,
That's the
to
thing.
attract the kind of person I want to be with.
That's
Yes,
it.
and I've had instances. I mean, you should dress in a way that people will see you and a man will see you and can approach you. Sometimes the other notion is that when you are living that high, the men are even afraid to
Okay, I have a
approach
story.
you.
I have a story.
That's
So-
the other thing.
My birthday 3 years ago, I went out on my birthday with my ex at the time. My ex. That day, he actually proposed to me.
Okay. that was 3 years ago.
Congratulations.
Oh, please, as you can see, the rock is off. Yes, yes, I've gone that far.
That far,
Yes, I was proposed to 3 years ago on my birthday, and the day before the proposal, we had the dinner. So when we walked into the venue for the dinner, we met my ex's boss at work, and then after our dinner, he came and said he was leaving, but he wanted to meet us the day after. He wanted to have lunch with us on him. I was like, cool. And then we met him. And his stories were, he was just saying a lot of stories, and then at the
About
end
who?
of like him, he was just general.
Okay.
And then he ended with, when he saw me the day before, the way I looked, he panicked.
Hey.
He felt like, isn't this girl class too high for this, my subordinate? I mean, this is the kind of girl who will milk him off his small savings because he's an up and coming young man who doesn't have money. And meanwhile, if I tell you that guy didn't even contribute 1 cedi to my look, from my makeup to my hair to my lipstick to my dress to my shoe, he didn't
So
contribute
the
1
boss
cedi.
had already concluded.
So the boss had
concluded.
concluded the kind of person I was. But on the day we had the lunch with him, I was just casually dressed. So his stories at the end of the day was just to say, now he's relieved. Like he thought I was a high class man, but seeing the way I look today, he has realized that it was just a special day and I was being extra. From my look today, he has realized that I am a meek and good person who will not milk his boy. I'm like, are you serious?
No, you know, this actually brings me to my next question.
Okay.
Have someone had a negative perception about because of the way you portray yourself, because of the way you look, and then they get close to you and are like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I think
Oh yeah,
I thought
million
Yeah.
times.
so many
Million
times.
times. Yes. this ex I'm even talking about, I think from afar he judged me to be someone who is always out there, going out, having fun. That's how he saw me.
Yeah.
And
The
only
party
for
girl.
us, party girl, only for us to start dating, and it turns out he likes going out too.
More
He
than
wants
you
to
do.
go out, and I'm like,
I'm
babe,
not in the mood.
let's just say he's like,
So many
you
times.
deceived me. I'm like, how did I deceive you? You are now getting to know
Yes.
me. You
Exactly.
created that perception for yourself.
Because of what you see on social media.
I'm an event person. I go to events, I go to work, and if I'm working and there's fun, I won't waste
Of
it.
course.
Yes, of course.
I slave myself to make the event happen, and I'm at the event making sure things are well coordinated, and I snap a video and post. I'm
and then
chilling.
you conclude I'm
I'm chilling. So it's like because of work, I'm always at one event or the other. And so people are always like, hey, she's an outing girl, she's always chilling, blah blah blah. And then he got to know me, he's like, why do you always want to be indoors? If you are not working, you always want to be inside. Why? I'm
I
like,
mean, guys, I have had instances where you guys, men, actually you go out there looking for the decent and so home, and then they finally go and get very bad
Yeah.
nuts home. And later on, they'll come and say, my wife don't dress,
My
my
wife
wife
is
don't do
stressing
this,
me.
my wife is stressing me, and they come
Sometimes
and then
they're
they
even
chase
lying.
us.
Yeah.
they
Like,
chat.
you know, okay, but before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of women in this same boat. There are some that probably you are strong mentally, and you have a strong will, then some of these things won't change you for anything.
Yeah.
You would want a man to appreciate you for who you are.
Of course.
But there are a lot of women in this same boat that probably, you know, there are so many people that are not lucky with relationships. It's not by choice.
Yeah.
It's not by attitude, bad attitude. It's not by the way they dress, but it's because probably they've not been fortunate enough. There was a woman that said something some time ago. He said there are some people that they will just meet Jesus, God's son, and then they will just get married.
At
But
once.
some will meet God's son, will meet devil,
meet
their-
Pharaoh and his
Oh, all the
the
generation.
descendants before finally you get someone that you can
Yeah.
settle down with.
Yeah.
If there is any advice for any single lady out there who is being pushed by this certain perception and it's getting them depressed, making them feel that they are not good enough with what they are doing, and that's why they are not attracting men into their life, what would that advice be? I'm starting with you, Akene.
Okay, so I'll say, young lady out there, you need to be you. First of all, you need to build yourself. Be yourself. Be you. And don't try to let anyone's influence demoralize you to doing something that you can't or that is not you. Okay? I've had instances where sometimes my own mom will tell me that, "Akpene, but you dying, take it easy." I tell my mom, I cannot go and be a slave for any man. So I need to be my own woman.
Yeah.
Okay? Mostly when you are trying to be your own woman, you are trying to build yourself, you are trying to do things for you. I've had instance where someone, a close person, told me that, "Akpene, I think that you need to get married and settle and be okay." I said, no, I have an ambition. I want to get somewhere. I want to be able to do things by myself. Okay, if I want to forget this dream, then the dream I'll be dreaming is, let some man come and marry me, and then let me just be okay wherever, so that the man becomes my sponsor, my everything. But it is not so. I need young women out there to go fight for themselves. Build yourself, be you. That right man will come. There's going to be a man that God has made everyone differently.
Yeah.
There are men that like very assertive women. Me, I am assertive, I'll tell you. But when you get into the relationship, you let your partner know that you are assertive. So even if you are going overboard, he should alert
He
you.
should be your
he
sort
should
of
be
a measure.
check.
You
Yes.
should check you a checker.
Exactly. So don't be afraid. Don't try to mellow yourself. Don't try to look wretched. Don't try to be the person that you are not. Rather be you. Rather build yourself. And
Sarah.
like she said, don't let nobody pressure you into becoming who you are not, just so that you find a husband or a man. Be you. You are beautiful. You are all unique in, like, however God has made you. He has made you unique in your own way. That uniqueness is what will take you levels. It will take you anywhere you need to get to in life. And so be patient. That's mine. Don't let nothing depress you or make you feel like you are not worth it. And don't stay in toxic relationship just because you want to get married. You want the ring. And if I tell you I've gotten the ring 3 times, I'm not joking. Yes, I know my worth. And so until I meet that person who is able to meet me at that point, I'm not settling.
Yeah.
I remember I kept telling someone, let's not settle. This thing we are doing, we are settling.
Yeah.
I want to be married. Trust me, I love the idea of marriage, and I know that I'll be a good wife. And I know I'll be a good mother. But until God blesses me with mine, I'm not in a hurry, and I will not be depressed. Neither should you. So take it easy, work on yourself, be your own person, do good for yourself and by yourself. The right man will come.
He will definitely
However
come.
long it takes, be
He
patient.
will come.
He will come. And when he comes, you understand why that one
Was
didn't
not
work.
meant for you.
And like I said, do not stay in any toxic relationship because you want to be
Married.
Mrs.
Yeah, so I mean, the girls have said it all. They say being delayed doesn't mean there's denial. And so
Never.
I only add up to say that, sometimes people want you to abort your ambitions and then just say, I want to be married and that's my dream. Even if you marry, now the men that have come, they want partners, not just a wife, someone that will support his dream, someone that will support the home. So at first they were housewives, but now people want someone that if I am bringing 2,000 Ghana cedis on board to help the home, you are also bringing at least 1,000 Ghana cedis to support the children's school fees. There should be that financial partnership. That's what now men want, and that's how marriage is supposed to be. Because now it is not like the man is working, the woman is in the house. Women are equally working, and so when you are working, it means that you are both taking care of the home. I always say that a woman is the neck, the man is the head. If you don't turn your neck, the head doesn't move. That shows how powerful you are as a woman. I chanced on a video, a woman taking a vow. I think that one we do a different reaction video.
We
to
have
that.
to. We
You
have
do a different
to.
reaction. You do a different reaction video to that, definitely. So you guys should expect a reaction video from us on that particular video. But I mean, I have my own reservation about that. I always say that there are so many pressure on women. It's not a woman's world; it's a man's world, and so it puts a lot of pressure on us. That doesn't mean that you should succumb to the pressure. You'd also make sure that you know your worth. And singleness doesn't mean that you are
The world
proud.
is over.
Some
Some
are
people
not.
actually want to be single.
Yeah, some people want
Some
to. Some
people
it's a
don't want to
choice.
be married.
Yeah.
Some people too want to be housewives.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever works for you,
You
darling.
should go for it. And I mean, the fact that good men are not coming to your lives or you're having bad relationships and all that, it means that probably you've not met that person yet. That you meet that person and you be like, so was I stupid in those relationships? Like you'll be questioning yourself why you even fell for some guys some time ago. So
There is always the saying that there is no perfect man or woman. Yes, I agree. But note that there is the right one, the right woman for the right man. No, there is the right one. So don't be in haste. Look for that right person. Ever ask yourself why Ama and Kojo couldn't work, but Kojo and Aku worked? That's the right thing we are talking about. So don't be in a hurry. Take your time. You'll find the right one.
definitely this brings us to the end of the video. Subscribe, like, and share. We love you. See you in the next video.
Thank you.
Don't forget to follow Floster events
On social media.
on social media.
This lady.
Please, if you've not liked, subscribe, please hit the button. Do so. Thank you.